let's go ahead and get into this week in football. Mojobreak Blitz style. Overrated, underrated. We got some stars to talk about, and I know they won't be on the Raiders or the Rams. So Niners took the week off. So we got healthy. We're ready to go this week against the better LA team, the Chargers. And we're going to go ahead and take we're going to take them down.
I want to, before we even get into it, Cody, what are you going to do?
It's going to be a tough week.
I mean, it is you're both your favorite teams.
Going to be a tough week.
Both your favorite teams are going against each other.
Look, this is like I always say.
He's a winner no matter what.
I always say, like, hey, look, if it's like the Bay Area, like, I'll root for, like, the Giants and A's. Like, obviously I'm a Giants fan, but, yeah, I'll always pull for the A's. But come to the World Series, I'm pulling for the Giants. So this is where it comes down.
This time you're like, well, this I'm going for the Chargers.
This time I'm going for no. So, my allegiance is stay home. But, after this, hey, Bolts, no hard feelings. It's going to be a tough week for them, but go Niners. Yeah.
Yeah, and ESPN just came out with a prediction of Bills 49ers in the Super Bowl. So I believe they are correct. Now, hopefully Josh Allen's UCL is correct, but, it didn't get hurt.
Happen.
Yeah, it did. It's actually floating around.
That didn't.
I will show you that.
ESPN.
I will show you that. Yeah, I'll show you that. Actually, I got a text from that from my Niner fans.
Yep.
Your Niner fans?
ESPN texted us and said, you guys are going to the Super Bowl.
NFL executives predict Bills 49ers matchup. ESPN Plus.
NFL executives, not ESPN, though.
Well, but you think the executives would know what's going on, right?
The
That's their
executives
job.
actually texted me and
That's
told me.
their job.
They don't know anything.
They're going
to the Super Bowl.
You know what? Whatever. Football season. It's basketball season now. So
first it was 2 weeks ago it was hockey season. Now it's basketball
pickleball season.
Pickleball season. Big
Pickleball
merger.
season.
Big pickleball merger.
Hot for us right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, see, right, it's a perfect time. I know you changed over to your Ram fandom last year around this time. Maybe it's time to just jump on the red and gold.
No.
I picked the Rams to go to the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season.
Dude, this guy got a ring. This guy got a ring.
That's
I mean, how does it? What is it?
right.
I want to ask C-Rad.
Is he an Astro fan too?
What's it like to be a champion?
Are you an Astro?
What's it like to be a champion? You tell these guys what it's like. I don't think they remember.
For football, it feels great. You know,
Feels great.
Like, I love
and then after the Rams, your Rams won the
Warriors.
Super Bowl. You went right into that. I mean, you know what?
going back to back.
Me too, and I feel good about it. So, we could have an off year.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Can't win them all.
No.
You can't win any regular season games against the Niners either. It just
You don't
happen.
win championships in the regular season, though.
That's true.
No.
I'll take the 8 wins in the regular
Man,
season.
I mean, what I would love to see, the Rams-Niners meet again in the postseason, and us just to knock them off again. I mean, it would be so great.
It would be very annoying.
It would be great.
You're
It would be
right.
great.
well, you got to win some games first.
It would. Well, I mean, it's a
You're
long
on a
season.
decline. I actually think you guys are going to lose to the Cardinals. That'll be 3 red teams in a row. Can't stop the red.
Red alert.
Yep. Red teams in a row.
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of red teams.
Call of Duty came out 2 weeks ago, and if I recall, Kyler has lost
He doesn't
2
look
weeks
good.
in a row
Yeah.
now.
That means he's due for a win. And Buda Baker had an
I think he's
emotional
just going,
locker room.
I think he's going in more heavy on Call of Duty.
I'm not
Call
saying
of Duty
anything. I mean,
also.
if there's a team that can lose against the Cardinals, it is the Rams right now.
Also, let's be honest, there's also the new God of War is coming out, too. I don't know if he's into God of War, but, I mean, it's kind of the game of the moment, game of the year, so Kyler might be in on that
Kyler's a
as
gamer,
well.
man.
He's a gamer.
Not on the field, but in his home.
Yeah. Gaming comes first.
Week 9 stars, I noticed my boy Justin Fields is up there and Trevor Lawrence. Is Justin Fields number 2 in that rookie class now?
I think
he number
there's-
1?
As of right now, yeah, he's number 2.
Well, I think we put this up on our social media, and there was a good amount of people saying Fields is number 1 right now.
I
Bigger
don't know about
market,
that.
right?
I don't know.
Chicago's been yearning.
I won't go that far. I think Trevor Lawrence is still number 1, and will end up being.
But what market has more fans?
You're right. And that's always when he got drafted. Always the argument I was making about him in the hobby was the moment he can take off. If he can figure it out. That is a QB starved market. Chicago, despite the fact that team has only won 1 Super Bowl in their forever,
85.
That is the Bears when they are on. That is the number 1 team in that market, and they have never had a good quarterback
Over the Cubs?
Yeah,
Over
I
the
think
Cubs?
so.
Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
absolutely.
That's a football market.
That is a Bears town. It is the one thing that Bulls and Bears are
Go
unifying.
Cubs, go!
Blackhawks?
I mean, Blackhawks, but I think the Bears is the thing. Everybody gets behind the Bears. They all
Bulls?
the Bulls too,
Duh,
sure.
Bears.
But the Bears are on. It is a Bears town. That is, and Justin Fields has Lawrence too, I guess, but he could legitimately become the best QB in Bears history. And I know that sounds crazy, but again, look at the QBs in Bears history.
Jay Cutler
might be the best in Bears history right now. That is a sad state of affairs.
And they've always had to go against Green Bay, which has not been good for that franchise.
No, I think Aaron Rodgers like 27-6 or something like that.
But even before Aaron Rodgers, they had to deal with Favre.
The timing is good right now because Rodgers and the Packers are going down a little bit. Yes, I know the Vikings are the class of that division. They are going to win that division. I'm not saying the Bears
they're
are
not going to win that division.
They
may, but they'll lose a playoff.
I'm done with the Packers and Rodgers.
I mean, Kirk Cousins is like amazing.
I am a different man than I was at the beginning of the year.
Kirk Cousins. He might be top 5 now.
Vikings are very, very, very overrated right now.
They've won a lot of close games. That's the thing. But that's the thing in the NFL. Last year, they I think were up there with like the most single score losses in the NFL.
They've also I think their schedule they're like it's like the 31st hardest schedule so far.
The Bears?
Yeah,
the Vikings.
It's an easier schedule.
So let's relax.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Actually, you know what?
Division.
You know what? That is opposite. It's the Eagles have had the easy schedule.
Yeah.
The Vikings have actually had a hard schedule.
They've had a hard schedule.
And the rest of the division is not playing up to what they should.
The Eagles, I think, are a little overrated.
Well, real quick, guys, are you guys buying or selling Fields at this point? If you're a card owner of Fields, are you using this moment right now to sell, or are you like, long term, this is the dude?
If I have his cards, I'm holding.
Could I just hold?
Probably selling.
And I wouldn't be. I think
I'm
buying
only
at this
saying
point
selling
is too
because
late.
I just don't know if I trust them to put a better team
he's
around
not really
Fields.
throwing the ball a lot. If you look at his stats, he doesn't throw over 200
Don't
yards.
need to throw anymore.
He's running like what did he run last week? 170 yards.
Yeah,
It's
he had
insane.
a good week.
I remember that night. I remember that day he threw to Pettis in the rain.
So do I.
We didn't even talk about that.
So do I. I mean, that really wasn't that long ago. Wasn't that long ago when it was doom and gloom.
I'll say this: if Fields and Lawrence are about the same price right now, which I don't think that's the case.
Lawrence is way
still
more
way
expensive.
more. He's still way more, right? It hasn't gotten that crazy.
No.
But let's say this trajectory continues where Fields is going up and it starts to still get a little more even. I'm still buying Lawrence. If they're close to even by the end of the year, I still would buy Lawrence and would be selling.
I think Lawrence is the absolute buy.
Yeah, he's the buy.
I think Lawrence is the guy. I think.
But he plays for the Jaguars.
But they're building something around him.
But look how good they possibly could be next year.
And that was, I mean, I'm sorry, C-Rad, that was a big one.
Calvin Ridley comes back. Like they're gonna have a number 1 receiver. Let's say they get like a top 15 pick. It looks like that's almost a certainty, right?
ETN's looked good.
They got ETN. They get a top 15 pick. Maybe they get like some offensive line help. Maybe they get another weapon. They did good drafting defensively.
And they got the right coach there, too.
So I think you buy Lawrence right now for the long term. I think in that division, is there any team in that division that you're just like, wow, that's a powerhouse?
Titans are going to be having to figure out the quarterback position.
Titans are the only team that you're just like, they are above average football team.
Yeah. Colts are a mess.
And
Texans are a mess. Yeah.
So,
C-Rad, before we let you go, Tua and Kyler, overrated, underrated?
If you've been a long time listener to this show, you know I've been on the Tua train since the very beginning. Like when we used to do those like who's the best, who do you think has the most potential out of Burrow, Herbert, and Tua? I always said Tua number 1, and then Burrow second, and obviously Herbert.
So you're saying Tua is underrated?
Underrated Tua, yes.
Kyler.
Man, now that we know
rated properly now,
yeah, I think he probably rated properly.
The hobby hates him now. I mean, that doesn't hate him, but like he don't sell.
I think you could have said a month ago overrated. Now I think no, he is properly rated. He's just not there anymore.
I think Kyler needs a change of scenery. I don't think it's ever going to work out in Arizona.
And you saw him jawing with Cliff Kingsbury
his
too.
Talent,
a few weeks in a row.
You cannot deny Kyler Murray's talent. Why can't they just figure it out on that team? I don't think he's happy in Arizona. I don't think he's motivated to be in Arizona. I think he needs to go somewhere else.
Like L.A.?
He'd be a great Ram. I'd take him.
I think he's
Traded for Stafford straight across right now.
I think he's going to be compared to like Aaron Brooks later in his career when it's all said and done. Aaron Brooks, the guy that had a lot of talent, just never panned out. You remember Aaron Brooks?
Aaron Brooks,
the old Raider, the old Saint.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Aaron Brooks went to a Pro Bowl or two.
So did Kyler.
I'm looking it up.
Well, I think he could just go on the sidebar there.
No Pro Bowl.
Also,
no Pro Bowl.
Tua, I know I put him in kind of like put him here to call him underrated, but don't really know if that's even the case anymore. I think that people are starting to come around on Tua. I think he still might be slightly underrated.
Yeah,
but
might be properly rated now.
I mean,
I can throw for 300 yards of that offense
every time he's healthy.
You got
great.
Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill just run.
Certainly helps.
I was watching a video the other day too about how McDaniels, how he utilizes their speed to like basically like he's like befuddling like NFL defenses by
well, I mean, he comes from a great coaching tree.
Have you ever seen any receiver run around absolutely uncovered more than Tyreek Hill?
No.
Like every game I'm watching, it's like Tyreek Hill is like he's running around. There's not a defender within 20 yards of him. I'm all, what happened? Like, why would you let that guy go?
If you could throw that many touchdowns with that offense, how many can you throw to Cooper Kupp?
Like the video I was watching.
Oh,
they run these few plays.
That's the only. You notice I say Cooper Kupp, not the Rams, because that's all you have.
There's
one guy on the team.
Cooper Kupp's still
Is he underrated?
He is underrated.
Underrated.
He is underrated and the best receiver. And the best receiver in the league.
And they're not even doing that well this year.
Week 10 picks. You going with your namesake there?
Yeah. Is my namesake Dak Prescott? If that's what I'm going with. Yeah, they got the. I said at the beginning, I'm burying the Packers, burying them. They've been advertising that Packers and Cowboys game for like 3 weeks on Fox. Why? Why that game? Who cares? Garbage game.
Well,
gonna be a Cowboys blowout.
It's crazy. It's great. A lot of people like the Packers, and a lot of people like the Cowboys.
Like them. So I get it.
Yeah, you're right though.
But it's time to move on. Like they were advertising that. It was like game 1 of the World Series, and it's like this game's in 3 weeks. I don't care.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch it. But
you're gonna make me.
I'm gonna watch the game. But yeah, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. You talk about the Eagles maybe not quite being for real. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, I'm very, very interested to see when they finally do face off again.
I think this is the week. This is the week where Aaron Rodgers turns the season around.
Been waiting for it every week.
But this is the week.
After losing Romeo Dobbs and
I've been feeling that too, and I'm done. Not holding my breath anymore.
It is. If they lose a couple more games, I think we are witnessing the last games Aaron Rodgers ever plays with the Packers. I think that has to be pretty much a certainty. If they do not make the playoffs or have some type of legitimate run, there is no way that he plays for the Packers next year.
I say all of this after a week after I was ready to bury Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, and they had that game-winning drive because Tom Brady does Tom Brady things. I know. I'm just saying.
Looked like spring chicken on that drive.
So, no, he didn't.
I'm willing to say yes. Aaron Rodgers could do this. He still can do this. I still think there is that little glimmer of hope for them, but
and Brady's in Germany.
Not against the Cowboys.
Brady, a single Brady in Germany, huh?
Brady, yeah, that's right.
They are playing in Germany, right? 6:30 game.
I believe so. Seahawks and Buccaneers.
What better time to be a bachelor than hitting Germany?
Willkommen, baby.
Single Tom Brady could hit any town he wants. Like what is it? What's
they're in Munich, I believe.
Yeah. What does it even matter that he's in Germany?
It sounded good. It sounded good for the.
I'd just like to say Willkommen. That's really all
exactly.
I want to do.
This is the Das Boot, right?
Yeah.
Das Boot.
Oktoberfest is not happening anymore. So.
Can we bring Gronk out and get a boat and throw the boot around instead of the?
Oh
trophy?
man, Gronk is some lederhosen. Man, they had this game.
Gronk has to be traveling to Germany, right? That just sounds like too good of a storyline.
Yeah, Gronk in Germany. No, Marshawn Lynch does the Thursday night stuff, right? That's a shame because Marshawn Lynch just walking around Germany, drinking
hilarious.
Beer and eating sausages, wearing lederhosen is.
And it's sad that I'm actually looking at the schedule now, and you got Vikings Bills at 10 a.m. It's not even prime time.
That's ridiculous.
That's the game of the week right there.
Yeah.
No, the game of the week is the Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys.
Nope, not gonna believe it. They keep
And you know what?
feeding it,
Actually, they
shoving it down my throat.
They kind of screwed that one because doesn't that sound like a good Thanksgiving
It's a
Day game?
perfect
Yes.
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah,
game.
wait a couple weeks.
Yeah. Why? Who did this scheduling?
Well, the Lions will be playing. We know that.
Then the Cowboys will be playing, right?
Correct.
Cowboys,
Cowboys
and Lions.
will be playing, and then one other game.
Maybe
I don't know
the
which one.
Bears. The Bears like to play on Thanksgiving.
Who's your breakout, Dan? Who would you throw some dollars signs on if you're buying their cards for this week?
Wasn't Joe Mixon on the last? He scored like 18 touchdowns.
He scored like
last
75
It's
touchdowns.
only downhill
in
from there.
last week.
Sell.
Yeah, no, that is as good as it's gonna get. You better sell him fast.
week. The Bengals looked amazing last week, to the point where they pulled Joe Burrow at the end of the third quarter. They were just like, "We don't need you anymore," but they still had Joe Mixon in there. He was like, "I'm gonna score." I scored 13 touchdowns. Let's see if I can get another 10. Who's going to be my standout this week? Cody's boy, Justin Herbert.
All
On
right.
the road.
The one time I wish you
on
wouldn't
the road,
pick him.
on the road in Mexico, right?
Wish you wouldn't pick him. No, that's
they're not in Mexico.
No, they're
No.
Levi.
When you guys playing in
Sunday
Mexico?
night game.
When
prime
you guys
time.
when you guys
Next
playing in
week
Mexico?
against
Next week,
Cardinals.
yeah, next week.
After the Cardinals come off a win this week, but we
No,
got the
what
Chargers coming into town. We're fully healthy, pretty much. I think we're getting Elijah Mitchell back. I think we're getting Debo back. There's maybe Kinlaw.
I will say,
Armstead.
I hate to. I don't hope I'm not speaking this into existence. I don't know what the weather is. It's been a rainy week here in the Bay Area. Last time there was a rainy Sunday night game against a team that the Niners probably were like, we got this against the Colts last year, Carts and Wets, and it did not go well. So hope history does not repeat itself. Just so
I think we might get like 1/10 of an inch of rain.
Yeah,
so.
it's not gonna be.
that's enough. Might as well be a monsoon.
Might as well.
I cleaned
No
my
difference.
gutters. I'm ready to go.
Oh man, that's a job.
It was $200. No, I didn't do it.
Oh, I thought you were up there.
And I called the guy. I called the guy for a quote today. He showed up at my house and he said I could do it. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it because I don't want to fall and break my back, especially
You
with
got to get up. on
especially with the new
wire.
mustache. I can't mess up the face.
new
Yeah,
I know.
the beard. You don't have the beard now to just to soften the fall.
Exactly,
You know? That's why I have it, just in case.
Man,
I'm going with an easy pick here because the Bears are playing the Lions, and I think Fields has another big day. It's in Chicago. The Lions are looking really bad. I think Fields has another great day.
yeah, I really like that. There'll be a lot of eyeballs on this game. I'm really feeling it. That Colts Raiders game.
Yeah.
Is there a
Who wants it?
Is there a more highly anticipated football game than anybody could think of than the Colts
Saturday,
Raiders?
coaching on a Sunday.
Saturday on a Sunday. That is the ultimate, like, somebody blink. Who wants this game? Like,
But-
both those teams are in disarray.
I sadly for C-Rad, I don't know what the records are when teams change coaches, but it always seems like that first game they win.
Yeah.
So
There's
I
that
actually
hype. Yeah,
I
you're
actually
right.
think the Colts win that game.
I think the Raiders win.
I think the Raiders win. I think it's a close game though. I think it does come down to the last possession, but I think the Colts offense last week, they were terrible. It was 9 sacks. I think they only managed they gave up 9 sacks. I think they managed 120, 150 total yards.
They probably should put Matt Ryan back in there. I don't know.
I don't know if
that was-
I don't know
yeah.
if Sam Ellinger is the answer.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, I don't think.
Unless they're just trying to tank right now.
Well, unless that was
They're
Frank,
3-5-1.
unless that
that's the
was
thing. I ain't tanking.
unless that was Frank Wright's last ditch effort to save his job, and Jeff Saturday has to make the decision to go back to Matt Ryan if he's healthy.
You would think so.
It's a better choice.